What's going on, guys? It's Tony K, Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always, and today coming to you with the first video in this series where we're going to go through all the cards in this new set for Magic the Gathering Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. We're going to break these videos down by color, and of course we got to start going in the order that they give us the set, so let's go with white. Of course, if you like any of the content that you're listening to, remember, I'm on the TikTok, the Tumblr, the YouTube, the Facebook. You can buy original art from me off of the Etsy. And you can find original content across all those platforms. Enough of me trying to shill out any kind of advertisement to get support. Let's check out the white cards from Adventures in Forgotten Realms. This set is a Magic the Gathering D&D crossover. It is a standard set, so there's going to be, I'll figure out how to put this, there's going to be some abilities and game design that'll really just be set for draft, standard, things like that. But that doesn't mean that there isn't good cards in the set, and today we're going to go through that, starting with the color white. Now, one of the things you will notice, especially as we look at this first card, +2 Mace. There's going to be cards like this because in Dungeons & Dragons, D&D, you will have unique things like this where they'll say plus this or minus that. So there's going to be some flavor to the game throughout these cards, and I'll attempt to point it out every time that I can, but don't be surprised if I missed a few. As I have never played a single game of D&D, I've never been around it, don't really know much about the game other than it is pretty popular and parallel to Magic the Gathering in its popularity. So going through, we got +2 Mace, looks like a little common equipment. Not going to read every single card's abilities, so got some more Pegasus action. Got a little blink dog, and again, you see right away, teleport. So that's not an actual ability that they're bringing into Magic the Gathering, it's more that phasing in Magic the Gathering would be similar to teleporting in D&D. So, now, first card in, that's a mythic. It's the 4th card of the set, the Book of Exalted Deeds. It is 3 white, legendary artifact at the beginning of your end step. If you've gained 3 or more life this turn, create a 3/3 flying white angel creature token. Not bad. And then it's got, for the same as its original cost, 3, exile the Book of Exalted Deeds, put an enlightened counter on target angel. It gains, you can't lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. Activate only as a sorcery. Alright. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't know. So I'm guessing that enlightened counter, if the creature leaves the battlefield, if that angel leaves the battlefield, that's done data for that counter. So keep that in mind. Pretty cool. You see I'm using the site Scryfall for this. Don't really care about the prices here today. We'll do a price video later. Alright, got some unicorn actions. We saw these new classes, which are kind of like the sagas, but you have to pay to go into them. I really do like this Cleric class. Let me try again. Cleric class. Especially that first one. Gaining that life, the additional life. I think that's pretty awesome. Got a little gargoyle action. Nice. Don't have too many gargoyles in Magic the Gathering. Dancing Sword, so another equipment. It is a rare, so that's our first white rare. And it is 2 to cast, 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 to equip. It has equipped creature, gets +2/+1, and when equipped creature dies, you may have Dancing Sword become a 2/1 construct artifact creature with flying and ward 1. If you do, it isn't an equipment. Okay. So you could get some good value out of this. Very cool. Alright, let's see. So we got some Cleric action, another equipment. I expect there will be a good amount of artifacts and equipment in this set. Got a little Devoted Paladin action here. Divine Smite. Target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls phases out. If that permanent is black, exile it instead. Woohoo! That's big time. For 2, 1 colorless and a white at instant speed. It is an uncommon. Looks like phasing is back. And if it phases out, treat anything attached to it as though they don't exist until its controller's next turn. Okay, just want to see what I had under it. Alright, Dragon Disciple. A little ward action for your dragons. Very cool. Not bad at all, actually, when you start thinking about the fact that you're going to be protecting your dragons. Okay, here we go. Flump. I've heard about it. The jellyfish with Defender and Flying. When it's dealt damage, me and target opponent each draw a card. Okay, not too bad. And here's our first Planeswalker, Grand Master of Flowers, and it says, as long as Grand Masters of Flowers has 7 or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 7/7 dragon god creature with flying and indestructible. And both of his abilities are +1s. It does cost 4 to cast. Bahamut, I guess is his name. He's got 3 for the loyalty counter. Not bad. Target creature without first strike, double strike, or vigilance can't attack or block until your next turn. Search your library and or graveyard for a card named Monk of the Open Hand. Hopefully we find that here soon. Put it in your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Okay. That's interesting. Here we go. Another rare Guardian of Faith. It's a Flash Vigilant. It's a Spirit Knight. 3 total CMC for a 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, any number of target creatures I control phase out. So that'd be good against a board wipe. I can deal with that. Alright. Here we go. So, there should be some decent dragons. There should be some decent dragons in this set. And it looks like, here comes our first one. Icing Death Frost Tyrant. Legendary creature dragon. It is white. 2 colorless, 2 white for a 4/3 flying vigilance. When it dies, create... Oh, okay. I just had to make sure I was reading this right. So when this creature dies, you're actually going to create a white legendary equipment artifact token with equipped creature gets +2/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls, and it has equipped 2. So I do like the fact that already we're seeing between this card and the equipment up here, Dancing Sword, that equipments and creatures are kind of getting a little extra value, so they might be able to use them for both. Not bad. Here we go. Got some loyal ward hounds. So got some dog action. 2 CMC, 1 colorless, 1 white for 3/1 vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for a basic plains. Put it on the battlefield tapped. That's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, and then to the left of it, got something for... see that? That's interesting. This Keen Earned Sentry. It's 2 cast, human soldier, 2/1, gives you hexproof, and limits your opponents to they can only venture into dungeons once each turn. That's actually really cool. Both for limited and I really like hexproof. Anything that gives you hexproof you have to pay attention to. Alrighty, just kind of moseying on along. Let's see. Yeah, so again, Flurry of Blades. Not really an ability, but that's just the flavor to D&D. And, okay, we got a Dragon Knight here. Nadar, Selfless Paladin, 2 colorless and 1 white. Legendary creature, Dragon Knight, for a 3/3 vigilance. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, venture into the next dungeon. Other creatures you control get a +1/+1 counter as long as you've completed a dungeon. Okay. Very cool. And then we got Oswald's Fiddle Bender. It's 2/2 legendary gnome artificer. 1 colorless, 1 white to cast. And it's got magical tinkering. For 1, you can tap it. 1 white, you can tap it. Sacrifice an artifact. Search your library for an artifact with card with converted mana cost 1+ the sacrificed. Mana's value. Put it into the battlefield. Activate as a sorcery. Not bad. Pretty cool. Again, more of these classes. So we got Paladin class this time. And let's see. Portable Hole. Exile target non-land permanent opponent control. Ooh. Oof. Now, I heard that we were getting something called a hole or whatever, but that is something. Whew, I like that. Alright, so, keep going. I have not looked through this set at all, so I am actually, this is a raw reaction to this. So we are coming to the end of the white cards. Okay. Teleportation Circle. And it's an enchantment. 4 total CMC at the beginning of your end step. Exile up to 1 target artifact or creature you control, then return that. Oh, Jesus. So it's giving you the blinking ability for anything you control. I'll take that all day. And you hear something on watch. You're ambushed on the road. Little white dragon. And I thought there was, when I was loading the screen up right before I hit record, I thought there was something like a new Ajani Pridemate, basically. I likely went right over it here at the beginning. Yeah, so the unicorn. So I thought that was kind of cool. That and I think Ajani will pair well together. Not bad. Alright, so that's our white cards preview for this set. I'm going to stop on this. You see what time it is. I'll take a quick break and then get ready to record the blue. And we'll release that a little bit later. So, thanks.